As mop-up operations continue in the Western Cape, thousands of people remain destitute and without food. The city of Cape Town says over 12,000 have been affected by the storms and floods. NGOs are, as always, at the forefront to help those affected. Nobesuthu Hejana is in Hermanus, where 9 organizations are making 5,000 sandwiches and soup. Let's go to her live now. Nobesuthu, how are things going there? How many people, if you're able to tell us, are actually out there looking for food?
Well, Masejo, behind me is, well, you see a lot of people that are still battering the bread here, as the aim is to at least make over 5,000 breads or sandwiches to distribute to destitute areas, and especially those who are affected by the adverse weather conditions that we've seen over the past 2 days, where a lot of people have been impacted, their homes flooded. A lot of people telling us that they've lost everything: furniture, food, clothes. So we do understand from the Ladies of Love, this is going to go a long way. And I'm also going to be speaking to, those who are assisting, because it's not only bread. We do know that there's also blankets that have been donated here, and also soup that is going to be made, I think about tomorrow, because they're still going to continue. But let's bring in Mark just to talk to us about the donations. Mark, we do understand about 9 organizations assisting here, and you're one of those that have chipped in. Tell us about what you've contributed so far.
Okay, so for this sort of drive, we've actually contributed blankets. I think there's 220 blankets, if I'm not mistaken. We're making 5,000 sandwiches, as well as beanies that have been knitted by the local community, and knitted blankets as well. Soup mixes that have been donated by Ladies of Love. So it's really been a great team effort by the 9 organizations you're talking about. So yes, and hopefully the great thing about this is actually a complete unit, and that the people come off the street and help us butter the blankets. We repackage them, and as you can see, SAPS is here with the GBV team, which is the gender-based violence team in the different areas, and they go to the communities with food and blankets and clothing, and they distribute it amongst that while preaching the message of gender-based violence.
But let's talk about the impact of those floods that we've seen over the past 2 days. From Sunday evening till Monday, we saw a lot of people's homes being flooded, and I do understand some of the items that are going to be distributed here are going to those areas. Talk to us about the impact here in Hermanus.
I think the whole Overberg has been impacted quite considerably. I think the great thing about the small town of Hermanus is everyone's come together and actually made an effort to actually make a difference to the impact of the floods. I think we can't expect floods to happen every 60 years or whatever the sort of amount of time is, and we've got to be ready for those sort of things. And I think the community spirit in terms of getting together at a day, 24 hours notice to do something is the most impressive thing. So the impact is obviously sort of going to be alleviated slightly by the fact that the municipality is working considerably to get the water supply back online. The community is working hard to donate food and clothing and blankets, and certain businesses around the town are certainly helping Ladies of Love, which is the heading up Overstrand, to actually sort of make a difference in the community, which we'll continue to do going forward.
Thank you very much, Mark. Masejo, they are also going to other areas that have been cut off. We were told about Betty's Bay as well as Glenbourne, but I'm going to bring in one of those people that are assisting here. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good. Let's talk about, it's Thursday. You decided with your friends and family to come and assist here.
We're local business in town, so we just thought we need to support our community.
Let's talk about the impact. We've seen quite a number of people. In fact, one of the volunteers that I spoke to here, she was saying that her house was flooded, but at least she has food, but other people don't.
Exactly. I think we're very fortunate that although it was quite severe for us over the weekend, we weren't really affected in our own homes. So I think it just shows our sense of community and just, coming together and trying to see where we can make a little bit of a difference.
All right. Thank you very much. Cool. Well, Masejo, we do know that they are going to be loading another batch where they are going to be distributing to the area of Zweliche here in Hermanus. It's a community that we heard from organizers that was also badly impacted. We are hoping to follow the police where they are going to be distributing the blankets and other essential items that have been donated here by various organizations. We've seen also like people coming in and dropping off a packet of whether it's blanket or it's bread that they bought, and just to say we are chipping in and trying to assist where we can, especially for those households that have lost everything.
All right, Nobesuthu Hejana live for us in Hermanus in the Western Cape. Let's leave it there for now. Let's take you